in the community who are doing this training free. So therefore, you cannot include that cost into the costings. But then you cannot continue doing this. You need, in other places where you can look into the partnerships. There are organizations who don't do credit, but who are doing training programs. So you might be able to link the partnership. So you go and they do the financial literacy part of it. Microfinance institutes can do the credit and insurance and financial products. So that kind of things can be done. Adding into the interest is another thing. Just while the funds are available, I guess you need to look into the partnerships with funding organizations also. It depends on what you want to do finally, and how much deeper you want to go into when you do the credit plus activities, and also to train your bank officers as much as possible to do not just credit training, but do some additional financial literacy trainings and make sure that they are responsible for it. So those are some of the things.
About the financial literacy, when it should be done, of course, initially when the products are introduced to the clients, formation of groups, that is the time when the clients are actually introduced to the concept of group formation and microfinance, how it should be, how you're supposed to manage in a group. That's the ideal time to introduce about the product and the interest rate information, etc. But additionally, as you go through the program with the clients and know them better, understand their household capacity and how they manage their income, expenditure, etc., that is the later stage, that is the second part of the financial literacy that you would like to continue and help them also manage their finances better. And regarding, in India, that is how we are currently doing, because there is no cap in interest rate as of now. So I think that is a way.
Perhaps I'll just add that one of the things that we've seen over the years is that a lot of curriculum has been developed, and increasingly for different segment groups in different languages, but not everybody knows that it's out there and that it's available. So I do encourage you to look into the Microfinance Opportunities Program. It's called the Global Financial Education Program. Their website indicates the number of different modules that they have and the languages that are available. For those of you working in India, the Indian School of Microfinance for Women also has a comprehensive program that's been translated into many different dialects. So there is material out there, and perhaps at the end I'll give you some more ideas for resources. I know there's a lady at the back with the blue scarf that had a question.
Yeah, the question relates a little bit to the discussion we just had. You mentioned the responsibility of the microfinance institution, you mentioned the responsibility of the parents, but Samadani, you already mentioned that there might be also a responsibility of the public education system. And that is something where I would like to ask, is there, let's say, any experience in the panel or maybe in the auditorium about what could be done in the official education system in terms of improving financial education?
In India, as of today, we do not have any course or any curriculum for financial literacy in schools. But as part of ESAF, we have a ESAF Kids for Kids program, wherein we have counseling programs for children and on how to study better and related to education, how to enhance your education or do well in your exams. So related to that, maybe through this corporate social responsibility or any such additional programs, we could introduce this concept of financial literacy. Otherwise, particularly in schools, it is important that because today it is quite become very important for children and youth to know how to manage their money. So this could be done in future, but as of now it is not happening. So as a microfinance institution, we have just started this program with ESAF Kids for Kids. It's mostly for the clients' children and in some of the schools in the rural areas that we work in.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, what we're seeing around Asia is, different stakeholders putting this onto the agenda, but it's not consistent. We're starting to see some countries introduce financial literacy into the school curriculum. Tends to be more in the developed economies. Australia and New Zealand in particular have been real leaders in this area, but I know that Singapore's also starting to introduce it. And so the school system certainly is one area. Regulators, central banks, of course, many of them are also providing their own public information campaigns. Financial institutions are trying to play their part, and microfinance providers. But in each case, it seems that maybe there's not one ideal. Within the school system, we're challenged because teachers don't often understand very much about finance in general, and they need a lot of help to build their capacity and their confidence to deliver it. With financial institutions, there can be an inherent conflict of interest, which has to be managed carefully. Central banks are in a good position, but they often don't have education specialists to help them figure out how to be effective educators. So I think one of the conclusions we found is partnerships is very important. So, sorry, this gentleman at the front. I'm not doing a very good job at catching questions. Is it microphone?
Maybe we can ask all the questions.
This program backed up with financial literacy definitely has positive results. So my question here is particularly to Benita, that what would be the added cost because of the financial literacy to the microfinance program? By what percentage point of interest rate do you add on? And comparing to my country, where the households are quite scattered, and also the literacy rate is quite low, particularly for rural women, in that context, definitely it would add more. Do you find, or have you used any innovative ways to address the issue in such areas? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Yes, as I had explained, we have the SHG Federation, which actively works with these members and addresses such social-related issues. So currently, according to the structure, as a member joins the SHG Federation, there is a membership fee. That is just a membership fee initially taken. And later on, all the programs as of now is done by within the, like a charity or social work from within the organization. Even the trainer is from the financial program within our organization, that is ESAF. So we haven't gone for the expanded cost as of now, but we have training funds from the NABARD, that is the National Banking for Agricultural Development. They have some funds for training, but the resource person is from within ESAF as of now, because there is no trained person formally for such a financial literacy program. That's the cost, and it is not taken from the microfinance.
Take the microphone quickly, please, behind you.
Yeah, in microfinance institutions, when we form the groups, when we train them, we orient them about the accounting, about the group discipline, about how to maintain, and also the terms and conditions of the credit. And that time is the important time to give them that one. And every microfinance institution, they should have some allocation for the training of their members. Otherwise, how can they run the microfinance? And it is the question of how we can institutionally organized with in more professional way we can implement this program. Now, as City Foundation is financing and for developing materials and research, so this can help us in improving our training materials, the financial training materials. Without financial education or literacy, it's very difficult, I think, to implement the microfinance professionally. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your comments. Could you pass the microphone just behind you? Thank you.
I have a question for the panel. Thank you very much. Very good presentations. I've been associated with, I'm basically working with the First Microfinance Bank, Pakistan, and we have been testing different models of imparting financial education to our clients for the past 3 years. Of course, the cost is one issue, but I think another issue and a major challenge for us, which I would like your comment on, is the delivery mechanism. I've seen in your presentations that you have been training the existing staff of your program, which are currently basically involved in other activities, primarily microcredit, to deliver financial education during the regular meetings or any other meetings that you have